in that. Hey,
It works.
there we go.
Hi, Siri
that
or
we
Alexa.
that we have a, I guess, first, put this out there, see what
Right.
sort of response we have. I think initially my thought would be we start with saying, we're going to do this and we're going to take in, and see what sort of requests we get. And over the next couple of months, we're going to find a way to, sort out what
Okay.
comes in. And then depending on the frequency, we would say, wow, this is something that it looks like there's really a need on a monthly basis, or there's a need on a quarterly basis, but it depends on what need comes in. Um, the money is a different issue. I mean, I think we would ask them if there's, if they have the capability to pay for the, if we're replacing a battery for someone, if you have the capability to pay for the battery, if you can pay for that, we'll come out and, provide the, just the labor. But yeah, if someone can't, then we would try to find a way to help them. And
Yeah,
that's
let
the
me
big
yeah,
trickier thing.
let me clarify. I never meant for like us to charge for labor or transportation or anything. This is just I meant cost of materials.
Right.
So
What if you had a simple registration form and maybe there's a spot for a photo, but it's really telling them what we do. Switch a light bulb, change a switch, and it's really more about
Mow
these are the
your-
offers
mow your
versus like
yard.
saying, hey, just fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the things, and we kind of start
Light
small
yard
and change
work.
light bulbs and fire alarms and stuff like that, and we kind of see what else maybe we could help with. Maybe we keep it
Transportation
small.
to places.
Just, yeah.
Sure.
Maybe they need transport.
That's right. Yeah.
Um, I mean, I think it could branch out into that. I think
See how
I think
overwhelmed we get with
yeah,
repairs.
I think the original focus needs to be to repairs,
Yeah.
but I mean,
You know, I had an incident, a month or so ago. One of the older ladies was out in the parking lot and she was having a little trouble with the car. And I got to talking to her and she had taken into the dealership and they had cars charged.
yeah,
Huge amount of money. When actually she really didn't need any of that done. So even things like that where maybe you can give advice,
Mhm.
if they have a question, if they're, you know, might work into it. So how do we proceed?
Well, I was going to ask you, do you want me to put together, whether it be an example of a form or whatever, but put together more specifics and say, this is how I would plan on rolling it out and seeing it being rolled out? Or, um, how much,
I would
how
say
much do you want
both.
me to bring it back to this body as far as, do you want me to wait till the next meeting, bring back something more formal and we plan on rolling this out like early next year? Or do we want to say, let's start running and just kind of make it up as we go, I guess. But I don't, do we meet once a month? Is the meeting?
We do. We meet
Okay.
once a month and
So
we have now been able to reserve this for the third Sunday in the month. So
well, if you'd like me to bring something back next month that's more precise and detailed, I'm happy to do that. And we plan on rolling it out early next year. Or we could, try to get it going, the next month and a half or whatever.
Well, I think what you're going to get if you do it in the next month and a half is you're going to get requests to hang Christmas lights.
Sure.
Well, I'm just saying,
Yeah,
which is not a bad thing, and maybe what we do, just suggestion, is maybe what we do is we offer that first, and then branch out into other areas of things, because then that way maybe people get familiar with the form or a form. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
I'd be
an
careful.
idea.
I don't know. I don't know what we get into hanging Christmas
Well,
lights.
I was gonna say, if anybody, because if you do that, I'm gonna ask that you do it
Yeah,
at my
right.
house,
Yeah.
because if you see my roof line, you'd know why.
Yeah.
But
No, I'd prefer to stay away from that.
is there anyone that maybe would like to work with Chris in these early stages and you guys could get together
I
and
think January is a good rollout time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So we
if
start
not,
putting
I'll
some
certainly
detail.
do it.
Okay, we can start putting some details together and bring it back in next month for
Yeah.
folks. It'll start taking
Decide a
shape,
little
and we'll
bit. Yeah.
say, this is a 2026 sort of rollout. Yeah.
Okay.
And I do think that you need to think about what actual projects could be done.
Yeah.
What is,
Yeah,
what's feasible.
reasonable.
We'll start small and then we can add things as we go and see the need.
Okay.
In the initial flyer, you could have a list of possibilities.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Give people an example.
add and subtract
Yes.
as needed.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you may get hang Christmas lights.
any other thoughts?
You
No.
place my extra copy of the agenda.
Sure, Robert.
Yeah, check yours, isn't it? Is this your pen? Oh. No, is this your? Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Next thing is,
Okay.
this, this coming
I'll put it-
November
that's what I said.
22nd. Dan has, got money, to subsidize, and I don't know if you've seen this or not, it's the first time I've seen it.
Yeah.
But this is a BBQ that he wants to put on in the parking lot. Why don't you pass that around?
C3.
Yeah, and yeah, C3, and he would like for us to assist. It's 5 o'clock Saturday night, so I'm sure it's difficult for some of us.
I've already said.
Probably need to be there about 4:30. He's not sure exactly what he wants us to do. They may cater the meals in. They may ask us to flip hamburgers, but this is at no cost to the men's group. So I'm just putting that out there. If you feel you want to do that, once again, you don't have to stay all night. I'm sure they're going to need help putting up the table too. And I will be there at 4:30. And if anyone wants to do that, message me and we'll go from there.
He and Allison.
Hey, Dan, how you doing?
Good,
We were just talking about your November 22nd.
yes.
Yes, can you tell us more?
Well, and I wanted to sort of,
We want to know more.
well, I wanted to just sort of make sure that I had everything needed besides the meat, so we'll set up tents and I imagine I've already got the sign up there. There's an electric sign, a digital sign. But what the vision was kind of having tents sort of set up out there, tables, but to have it in a like can't miss it kind of place. Because with our campus and our buildings being in so many different places, just buy the digital sign. So we'll just carry some tables out there. I can do all the paper plates, napkins, things like that. We'll set up a jug of lemonade, a jug of water, and then feed as many people as we can. When it runs out, that's okay. We'll just hopefully there'll be a pretty good big turnout and allow the neighbors to meet one another and for us to come and see them. So it's beautiful because already a couple of things are happening. Already we got a grant to cover the food and to cover the advertisements. And so we printed out really nice sheets. You might have seen them. And we did 2 mail routes all around. And I'm also going on bike and delivering them to mailboxes this week. So I'll just be biking around there. Chris bikes with me a lot. I'm just biking around there, but got my like the paper board,
Yeah.
just going door to door. And then after that, besides that, we've given them, especially to our CDC, we've given them to the day school as well, but the CDC made a fuss over it and they're really committed to coming. So we got all the CDC teachers, parents. Already we're gonna have a pretty good turnout just from our neighbors here at the school. They're just real excited about it. So that's kind of how that goes. But if it turns out to be a big event and we run out of food, that's no problem. The point is that they meet one another and that we can come and meet them, and that this church is a place that's not outside of the community, but certainly a
Right.
part. With HOA meetings that I've spoken to, I've invited them as well, and they're real.
Wow.
They're just excited about it, and I think it's a real good thing to do. Yeah, Bob.
Are we cooking outside? Is that the idea?
It's I don't, it's up to y'all about that, as far as meat and, you know, I know that in the past, especially with pulled pork, you know, several folks have made it and then brought it, that kind of thing. So I don't know if men want to cook at home and then bring it, or if there's some pits that are here. I don't know which is the
Well,
best.
I haven't been in the Connex in a while, but there used to be a couple smoker things out in the Connex. Now, Matt had some sway over them, so he may know what's still there. But there were two big barbecue smokers in the back of the big Connex out there.
I don't,
This is like a couple of years, maybe 2 years.
you know, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what you had in mind for if we were cooking on site, or if they said we should prepare. You want us to do the excuse me, the pulled pork sandwiches and just serve them out? Is that the
I
idea?
just thought that'd probably feed the most people with, you know, as people are cooking meat, bringing a tray, whatever that looks like. I figured that would be
So you want us to cook the meat?
yeah. But besides that, and I don't, you know, it wasn't really, I don't really have a preference, whatever seems to, I mean, if we're doing hot dogs, that's fine, whatever, a hamburger and whatever. I don't have a preference.
What number are you expecting?
Maybe 150.
Really?
200, maybe,
Wow.
yeah, at most, I think, but it might turn out to be less than that.
Might turn out to be 50,
Yeah.
I'd say
maybe
hamburgers
like-
and hot dogs are easier than pulled pork.
500.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cook 'em.
we don't know, but we have a set amount, and what we were thinking about even in staff meeting is the sign says one thing, you know, it says meet your neighbor's barbecue, and here it is. But if we start at 5 o'clock and there's not a whole lot of people, then we can change the sign to say free,
Yeah,
and then just get people that want to
Free hot
come, you
dogs?
know, but really it's for our neighbors, you
Yeah.
know.
Make sure it says tonight,
Yeah. oh,
now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It'll
big
be the
letters
only
now.
thing on the sign at that point.
So
Yeah.
we should supply the meat and cook it for you.
Right, but well, whatever meat is purchased, we have the grant to
Right,
take care
I
of it. so send
understand,
your
we put the
receipt. Yeah,
receipts in,
Mhm,
sure, it's
mhm.
not gonna cost us.
that's right.
the only reservation that because you know, it's about delivering on truth and advertising and all of that kind of stuff. The only reservation I have about the hot dogs and stuff is when you tell me that it's gonna be barbecue there, it's you know, hot dogs is something you throw on the grill and get done in 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
now
Yeah,
I'm not saying I'm right, I'm saying that's my opinion. So
but yeah, I think,
But I
It's
could-
kind of
yeah.
the word that you use when you just.
Yeah.
Cook on
Cookout.
too.
I think you're right. I
Yeah.
think you have a point, but also if.
now, I don't know if this neighborhood knows that or if they
But-
agree with me.
But if somebody brings hot dogs and there's a bunch of hot dogs to give out, I think
Yeah,
the kids,
I don't think anybody's gonna complain,
no, the kids are gonna probably go for, yeah, I'd rather have hot dogs
especially if it's free.
than a sandwich.
I mean, we'd almost have to get the barbecue cooked,
Yeah,
you know, because
Yeah.
it's such a short notice now. If you want us to do that,
Yeah,
I'm sure we could look into that, and we just bring it and serve it.
we could do that. I mean, there's.
yeah, but then you have the issues of,
What's the budget of the meat?
because it's outside,
Right.
you
well,
have
we
the
to
issues
have
of
total
warming it up.
About 50, well.
So-
We we're not too far away
15 probably.
from the electrical pedestal over here. We can run a cable out and have some, power some warmers, you know, the crock pots with no problem.
Ah,
I can just
Okay,
do a bunch of.
so if it comes in crock pots,
yeah.
we can keep them warm.
Or It's a bowl of chili for the one.
Ooh, a bunch of chili he's talking over here, yeah.
Okay.
I can
Speak
contribute.
up there.
I can contribute chili, even if y'all did hot dogs, you can do chili dogs, you can do Frito pie, a bowl of chili, and I can make just a big batch of it that might serve up to like 50 people or something
Yeah.
like that.
The thing is it's, you know, you can pour a lot of hot dogs and hamburgers out of a small little charcoal pit,
Right.
you know, because as soon as they're done, you
Yeah,
flip them
right,
off and
right,
put
right,
more
right.
on.
Right.
So we'd have to get the pit. and we'd have to
Well, I
get
mean,
charcoal.
yeah, but
You have a pit or someone?
Well, like I said, we need to look in the Connex out here Gus, I know has.
I'll be
keys,
honest, I won't be
and we
here.
can see it.
Out of town. November is one of those weird months for me, guys. I'm
Maybe
sorry.
there's a lacrosse tournament, so we won't be able to be at, well, we might be able to come in the evening. It starts at 10. I don't know when it's gonna end.
For that matter, it could be one of those little gas pits too, you know, I mean.
Yeah.
But I can
Well,
drop everything.
my hope was just to bring folks here. You know, I
Right.
think that it's a nice,
Maybe we do start with how many people, because visiting my mother next weekend in Austin, so how many people can be here next weekend? That's probably a good start.
I'll be, I can help.
If I
Got
drop
four
my
of us,
stuff off, already done. You do like,
man, that's awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So we really need to nail it as to how you want this done.
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Okay, and again, I'm in with Mike as far as truth in advertising.
Yeah.
If I was not a member, if I was a neighbor and I was invited to this barbecue and I come in and I don't see pits and smoke and smell things, I'm like, where's the barbecue?
Yeah.
You know, I think the meat is less important. I think more important is the aroma of
Yeah.
what's going to bring you in and when you walk up, right? So, I think burgers are fine, burgers and hot dogs, if they're cooking them, if we're cooking them on the spot and dishing them out. And in addition to that, because you don't know exactly how many are going to come, right? You won't overcook, right? You won't overcook your food. You keep it in a
And any leftovers could go back to the youth to be fed at a later time.
Sure. So we could still utilize the chili for the hot dogs.
Yeah.
And
You
then
already
the
have
burgers,
that, right?
you still got the burgers.
Hamburger.
But,
Right.
and of course, you gotta make sure there's onions, because that's the smell.
Well, I mean.
You gotta throw onions on the grill and then
Somehow, yeah, I agree.
that grabs anybody.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a grill, I don't have a truck to get it here. And it's like the one you just described. It's the Weber.
I've
Yeah.
got a
And I
truck.
mean, you
Got two
can,
members at the house.
Yeah, I've got a truck.
okay,
The
okay.
little.
And I don't live
little
far away.
diamond. Not diamond, but the
Yeah,
egg,
sausage, yeah,
the
exactly.
kettle.
Yeah,
Those are the best ones.
I like that. So what I'm hearing is it's
I
not
can't
really.
afford one right now. but-
I mean, I was thinking pulled pork because you could do it ahead of time or whatever.
Right,
but,
right.
But in addition,
I
yeah,
don't
I
think
like
you
the
need
burgers.
that. I don't think you need that. Yeah,
Okay.
just burgers and hot dogs and
yeah.
the magic of that smoke and that
I like
smell. Just like,
We'll do the meat, we'll come up with barbecue pits and you go handle everything else.
I do
can-
everything else. Yeah.
I can get the charcoal for you guys, but like I said, I won't be here.
And I like
So
chili too. That's a
yeah. No, that's
I can bring the charcoal.
Yeah, like the ones in the fire pits and the conics are gas fired.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
I think it-
I don't care if it's gas, charcoal, whatever.
No,
I'm just saying,
there.
if you're gonna use the charcoal, I can
Yeah.
give you the
That's
charcoal.
fine.
If
Mine
you're
would
gonna
need
use-
charcoal.
If you're
Mine
gonna
is
use
not-
gas,
So
I
we
can
need
give you
charcoal.
gas.
Well, he's charcoal.
Well, I love the idea. I
Yeah.
don't
All right.
consider it, and I don't disagree with you. I think you're right. When you say barbecue and you smell and see it smoke, I mean that's an awesome thing. And I wanna come to that.
Yeah.
Well, we
That's
can
really
just
good.
create smoke, so.
Call me and call me, Mike, give me a call and let me know whether I need to bring
I will.
charcoal up here.
Anybody else on this? Anyone? You're good with chili?
Yeah, I can contribute that and maybe drop it off the night before or
Sure.
early morning. We have to be out in Bernie by probably like 9 o'clock. So
Okay.
Saturday
Well,
morning.
Oh man, that's awesome.
We can do it Friday, and then that means we need to be here about no later than 4:30. If it starts at 5, right?
Yeah.
I'd say even earlier.
Yeah, say earlier, yeah.
4 o'clock?
Yeah, set everything up, get fire moving along and everything, yeah.
All right, 4 o'clock.
It's gonna be out here in the front.
Yeah, right by the digital sign.
Right,
So
right.
so that's the thing with tents, we'll be in the vacant parking lot. It's a
Yeah.
big parking lot. And so
Right,
I just want anybody that could drive by,
Right.
no confusion. It's right there by the sign that will
Right.
only say, meet your neighbor barbecue at that.
Yeah.
right. Okay.
And then the sign, depending on what the turnout looks like.
Yeah.
Then I can easily change the sign to say free.
Right.
Yeah, so we'll probably need one tent for UMM for the, put your pit or something in there or
Yeah.
whatever, maybe a table or two.
Bring your lawn chairs.
I'll bring a bunch. of
You
that.
can do all
Yeah,
that.
I can do all.
Bring
that.
your
I'll
lawn,
come.
bring your lawn
bring
chairs.
Yeah, bring it along.
If y'all bringing the meat and we're all set, I'll even get some chips and stuff like that when I get plates.
Mhm.
And that, turn that receipt in too, so it's all good. Well, I'll just do
Sounds
that on the way. So we
All
got
right, let's figure out
Buns and buns,
buns, yeah.
buns for
Hot
patties
dogs.
and dogs.
hamburgers.
Okay, you want me to do that? I'll do that too.
It's all on you.
Okay, I'll do
We're
it.
going to do this.
Condiments.
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 Oh, yeah, fun,
Oh,
yeah.
Gotta have onions.
I'll turn that into, I can shop.
Sounds good.
So how many hot dogs should we think about, guys? We're gonna buy them.
500. They're cheap.
Somebody go to Costco.
You know what? Actually, we were putting on tailgates for Antonian, and I think we have like 2 packets of like probably like 100 to 200 hot dogs left. I'll check
Talking
my
about like
freezer.
those little, the big
check my
sausages
freezer,
that
yeah.
are like in this, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like a
Alright.
big pack. I'll look in the
That's
freezer.
what I was
so
gonna
we
say.
can
I was
actually
thinking
just
about
get
buying,
that.
I was like 5 packs of those. That's exactly why I said 500,
Yeah,
cause they're like about $10 a package.
I'll take a picture. I'll send it in the email. Or if someone wants to put together a text string, we just kind of
Yeah.
start.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I will. We'll
Together.
get everybody's that's gonna be here and contribute, and we'll just keep this group in the loop
And then
next
Chili
couple of
also
days.
Provide all the fixings.
Hamburgers,
So we'll just kind of
100.
ready to go.
Probably 100.
Awesome. I'll bring condiments and
Well, actually, there's,
paper plates and stuff.
I know at HED, they have and I'm sure at Costco or whatever,
Yeah.
they have the little sacks. And I wanna say there's like 25 or 30
Yeah,
in each of the deal.
Patties.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the pre-made
25,
patties and
yeah.
all that, so.
that's what I'm thinking about.
You know, 4
It's exciting.
or 5 packs of those things, depending on how many. Some are
Yeah.
20, some are 25 and. You know,
All right, I'll buy the hamburgers. How's that?
okay.
Okay. And let's just
Chili.
let's touch base this week, Mike. I'll be in your communication too.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah,
I'll just reply with I'm buying this stuff, bringing this.
right.
Keep
So
anybody that buys anything that has to do with meat, keep
Oh.
your receipts so
Receipts
that
and turn 'em
eventually
in.
it can be
Yeah,
transferred.
we'll reimburse.
from the grant.
I'll donate, if I do charcoal, I'll just donate it, it's,
I think it's really good to let people know that it's all been paid for by a grant because this really is for our neighbors and it's not an effort to bring them into our church so much as is just to show them that we're part of the community. And then if people are invited, I mean, why not come on Sunday morning? They're gonna meet a bunch of folks that are welcome.
Hopefully so.
no, but it would be nice to have a little deal out there that says breakfast with Santa, December 13th.
There you go.
That's true. That's true. I have a sign up sheet for UMM.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, that's great. But that's it. Thank you guys.
All right.
All right, thank
30,
you.
30,
Thank
30
you.
years of promoting my baseball program, I know how.
There you go. You know how to do it. Any other thoughts on that particular subject? We just will, huh?
We'll need utensils. You know,
Well, Dan.
for
Cooking utensil.
yeah,
Now, I have those.
okay,
I have put together a set of utensils and cooking things like that in a box, a big plastic box with UMM on it.
okay.
So I'll just bring that.
Yeah.
And that's, well,
You're not gonna need as many as you think,
No,
cause all you're doing is flipping back and
I
forth.
got you.
Do tell you this though, you're probably gonna need some, aluminum pans.
To put everything, to
So
cook
once
stuff
you,
in.
and aluminum foil, so that once you, pull them off the pit, you have a place to put those things.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, we have pans and foil and stuff
We do.
in the kitchen.
That's right. We sure do. Thank you, Robert.
Yeah.
All right.
Make sure you pick the ones you don't want back. But no, I'm saying
Yeah.
because they're going outside,
Yeah.
Right.
because they're going outside, you don't want, it's not like using them in the kitchen and then being able to wash them and stuff. If
Right.
they're going outside, you probably need to throw them away. So,
Okay. We all right with that? Now, we have a list of the names and emails and all. I'll email everybody on this asking, for your input and stuff. Even if you can't make it that day, I'll include you in it so that you know
Perfect.
what's going on. All right, man?
Good.
Okay. Next thing, since Mike mentioned it, is our breakfast with Santa on December 13th. We do this every year. And typically we do pancakes and sausage, I believe, is what we normally do. One of the ladies asked if we would consider doing biscuits and gravy.
I think it'd be great.
It'd be easy.
It's actually easier.
Do one with sausage and one without it. Just plain gravy, because somebody might not. And with the man, we whip it into.
I don't know how many kids are gonna like it.
Oh, well,
Is this in lieu of pancakes or
yeah,
in addition?
no, in lieu.
Okay,
Just to make it simple.
okay.
Now we have time to obviously discuss that one, but I'm just curious if there's any thoughts or objections or ideas. Anyone?
I mean, as far as the kids are concerned, I'm kind of with Mike. I bet they would prefer pancake over biscuits and gravy. An adult, I think the complete opposite. That
Right,
I'd be all
right,
over
right.
biscuits and gravy, and they so I
So
guess it depends on who you really want to
Well,
take.
yeah, the
Cook for.
pancakes aren't very expensive and they're easy to heat.
So,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I was gonna say, so in the past, Jason has been the one, because he was the personnel in charge, children's minister. He actually bought the sausage and the pancakes. Is Beth doing
Right.
the same this year?
I believe so. He hasn't.
Because who's running this
Jason.
program?
Now, Jason is running it.
Okay,
Hey, I just talked to him this morning. He told me, yes, he would do it.
Haven't we had
Okay.
fruit too?
We did. We had fruit also. And that sort of rounds things out. I don't mind,
One help.
I don't mind the pancakes and the sausage and biscuits, because all that's easy to eat. I mean, that's not difficult. And
well, here's the way I look at it. Whoever's gonna pay for the supplies for it to be cooked, they get to decide the damn menu. Pardon my language. That's the truth. I mean, because if they're the ones that's gonna buy the food, we're just the cooks.
Who's bought the food in the past?
Jason,
Jason, yeah.
Oh, out of his budget.
He's the one
It's
asking
budget.
for biscuits and gravy too, or
No, I unfortunately don't remember. the lady's
I mean,
name.
I'm just
Okay,
saying, it's like, because they're the ones that are actually responsible for the program. We're just, we're the mechanics of the
Yeah,
car.
yeah, we're the grunts in the back.
I'll get with Jason. I'll get with Jason later today and I'll let you guys know what he says.
I mean,
how have you done in the past? You cook it up before and you bring it in and you just heat it up the day of, or how have you done in the past as far as actual cooking?
they're frozen pancakes.
Okay.
And we have a nice oven.
Okay.
Throw them in there.
There you
Okay.
They're frozen pancakes.
That also aids in cleanup.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because,
That's the easy one.
Those
Nice,
portable
nice.
follow pans and.
Yeah.
Okay.
man,
Nice. Okay.
Any other thoughts on that, gentlemen?
There's nothing to say that we can't pre-cook stuff in the kitchen and just bring it out in the pans when we need it.
Absolutely, we're open to, just right now.
I'm just saying that's an option.
Sure. Right now, we got ideas, we'll firm it up a little bit later as we get closer. Anything that makes it easier to do, or as Saul said, clean up. We probably would have a consensus, I imagine.
did Jason want us to set up tables on Friday night?
Now, he hasn't got that far. This is,
He hasn't in the past.
no, but,
No,
right, he didn't ask us to.
In the past, he hasn't asked to. He has asked
Right,
that I, as the president in the past, actually show up to see where he puts the pancakes and the sausage, so that we know where they are
right.
the next morning. And that's been over the last 2 or 3 years. I think last year with my dad in the hospital, I don't remember who, but were you here last year?
Mhm.
Because I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I
last
was
I
year.
there.
was thinking we
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
set up table.
Yeah, we did, and it was.
Yeah.
For breakfast with Santa?
Yeah, the night before. No,
I'd never have.
okay.
So
Well,
maybe y'all did last year out of the goodness of your heart, but I don't remember being asked to do it.
I'll check with Jason
Okay.
and see.
Remember
about
Charles?
Is there, does anybody have anything else they'd like to add?
I just have a general question because I'm embarrassed to say that I've been in two really vibrant congregations and many men's groups, but never Methodist men.
Yeah.
Even though they were Methodist churches, but I mean, I don't know why they didn't have them.
Huh.
And, but they were, in fact, I'm still part of a group that from St. John's in Austin that's been meeting for 15 years, and I've been a member of that for 13, which is on more of a, we do all these things that we're doing here, same things, we're just not called Methodist men.
Right.
So, is Methodist men like women, the Methodist women, it's a, maybe there's dues or something like that? No?
We've never had dues.
No, we don't charge a dues. We
Okay.
do donations.
No,
Um,
absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah.
we a lot of times get money from the Quilvers. They donate funds to
Okay.
us.
We have two accounts, two permanent accounts here
Okay.
within the church. One
Okay.
is our operating budget,
All right.
one is our scholarship budget.
The men,
Yes.
okay,
And primarily what we've done is since I don't want to take deal, I'm just
Mhm.
saying since I was the president for the last 3 years
okay,
is
okay,
main thing we did was focus on service projects for fundraisers, for scholarship funds and service
Okay.
projects to like the breakfast with Santa
yeah,
to
Okay.
basically assist the ministries of the church.
right,
So Habitat for Humanity,
Yeah,
that kind
yeah,
of thing.
right.
okay,
So,
okay, so like what we would do, we do, instead of breakfast with Santa, it was at that. It was a pancake supper the
sure.
night before, Ash Wednesday on
Yeah.
Tuesday, where they call it that, Fat Tuesday, but. And then of course, we did Habitat, supported that, and,
last year,
Pumpkin Patch.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's a,
Some money, some labor,
Right.
let me put it to you this way, there's careful thought into what we try to get into.
Sure.
Because
Yeah. Well, again, I'd
you
like
can
to,
wind up with more work.
that's right,
And
right.
more work and labor
Right.
than
So
what your returns.
I guess the biggest difference is that we didn't have presidents and budgets and, treasurers and nothing, but again, we did a lot of the same things. I just wondered.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Robert. For what? Pardon?
I started to give this report and got interrupted.
Oh,
Earlier on, if you want me to give the
Oh, go
meal
ahead and
report or
finish it.
not.
Yeah, hurry, yeah.
All right, here we go. This is
I don't wanna.
the meal we served at the holiday market.
Okay.
Okay. We served 4 barbacoa tacos, 11 pulled pork sandwiches, 1 large coffee, 5 small coffees, 23 waters, 3 sport drinks, 12 bags of chips beyond some of the meal deals. Let's see. Breakfast deals, 20 lunch deals. Total, well, the total is a bit ambiguous because we had one charge that got charged to Mary Jane's card but never showed up in the church. So 397 is the present gross income from that. And maybe we'll get the extra $8 if they figure out where it went.
that's down a lot.
It's down a lot.
That's half of what we did last year.
Participation wasn't great. You did well, right?
It was lighter than the previous year.
Yeah,
I've done it for
okay.
3 years, I
Yeah,
think, and
right.
last year was much more active than this year. I heard another church was having a market on the same day. Some of it's just
Right
You
up
Main
fell on the
Street.
same, that
St.
fell on the same
Matthew's.
day as St. Matthew's.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
deal.
It
Right.
was.
That's huge.
Right.
Yeah, I thought we were out of town. We were, out of town.
Yeah.
But I knew that.
Jason mentioned that the advertising was restricted by somehow or whatever. Couldn't put it on this or that and couldn't put up his signage in advance. There was some restriction placed on
Yeah.
that.
On
I
that
don't-
street and
I
everything.
don't know what the story was, and he wasn't real happy about it, but you can tell that the result.
He said they couldn't go up until the day of.
Oh, my.
So, yeah, it really did affect things.
That just ruined the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Anything else, Jim?
That's it.
I got one other thing I'd like you to just think about. In the spring, I'd like you guys to think about and consider sponsoring a car show out in our parking lot. What kind of cars? It could be up in the air, antiques, whatever, Austin Healey's. I talked to David. He seems to know a lot about that type of thing. And even motorcycles, maybe Harley Davidsons or whatever. But we've got a big parking lot. It would give us a chance to make a few bucks in the spring. So if you don't mind, think about it. We can talk about it as we go on.
We're gonna do the chili supper this year.
Hope so. It was a success last year. Yeah.
I would recommend that we try to have it in February.
Yeah, you
instead
had
of
mentioned
March,
that, right? February,
because,
yeah.
But it's still cold.
well, last year we had it the Friday prior to spring break,
Oh,
and a lot of the a lot of the reasons behind it is just weird calendar facing and stuff like that. But there is an actual National Chili Day. I don't know what date it is next year, but I found this out after the chili cook-off.
wow.
And I was like, well, that would be nice that we could have it on that day.
Yeah,
So
that'd be
I think
cool.
for everything.
Yeah, I mean, I just,
Fit in.
but it's in February, but I don't know when.
Okay.
So,
All right, well, gentlemen, I appreciate you and everyone showing up. This is fantastic.
Are we adjourning?
We're gonna have a quick prayer and we're done. Okay? Go ahead, Larry.
Kind of gracious Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for the new members who have come today. We welcome them. And we will look forward to their continued participation, help, and service. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Man.
Thank you, man.
Methodist Men at CHUMC meeting on November 16, 2025, and adjourning at 10:40 a.m.
fourth Thursday in February.
Yeah.
So-
You do. Oh, my
Close to
sister and her
what you were
husband,
thinking.
they